So, I tried something new today, or this morning, I should say. I tried something new. Even though I was late, I tried to literally just essentially be organic and let the time flow as it would naturally, let's say if I was on time. I realized that sometimes when I'm late, I rush things. I begin to panic. I begin to rush other people's processes. Like, for example, I had to get Shallow ready to go. I had to get him up and moving. And I realized that when I'm in a hurry, I tend to portray a position of authority that is very assertive. And a lot of times he's just not ready for it. He's only 4 years old. So this morning, I took the time and I said, I don't need to, keep repeating myself. I think he gets the concepts of we're late. He gets the concepts of, oh man, we need to hurry up. But this morning, I realized just take your time. Don't be in a rush, even though you are late. Just pace it. So I paced it. I paced my time. I said, either way, I'm going to be late, right? I'm not milking the clock as we would think, as a manager, I think, staff is milking the clock or, oh, I'm running late. And then they show up like 20 minutes after the time they tell you they're going to show up. It's like, the concept is this: you're already late. But as long as you get here, as long as we get to where we're going, I think that's the most important thing, is getting there safely. Like, nothing happened along the way. I didn't damage his integrity by, yelling at him and telling him, hurry up, and making him move extremely fast. The other part of me was to just keep him home. Like, we're late, Mom, I'm gonna stay home and just give up. But I thought about my past posts, and when you think you've given everything, I had to tell myself, today I give everything. I give everything today. So that means that I still have to fulfill my obligations for today. I still have to do the things that I've been obligated to do as a parent. What am I teaching my son if I say, no, it's okay to stay home from school? It's okay. Well, he's going to be a teenager wanting to stay home from school. Or when he gets a license, I'm going to open the door when I get off of work, and he's going to be sitting on the couch during school hours, or those type of things. Like, those type of things. I can't say that's guaranteed, but I will say that I can see that happening if I allow that to happen now. As we go through the winter months and we're getting closer to Christmas break, it is getting kind of dull. Like, he's kind of losing interest in school. He'd rather be at home and in the comforts and conveniences of his own devices and that kind of thing. But like bro, we got to be able to push, because life and the way our system is structured here, especially who he is and like his next generation. I mean, there's some things that, yes, need to die generationally, but there are some things, there's good principles and qualities that need to keep going. Like being able to deal with adversity, being able to push through the things that you may feel to get the thing done. I'm reading a book, and of course I'm reading a book, but I'm reading a book. It talks about developing mental toughness, and we're dealing with emotional control versus life control. And I'm reading that chapter right now, and I'm thinking about it, and that's why I was like, you know what? Ultimately, it's best if he just goes to school, because what am I developing in him? Am I developing emotional control in him? Yes, he doesn't want to be there, but we're going anyway. People who do that have high levels of emotional control. People with low level emotional control, they express it, and then they don't do it. Like, they express they don't want to do it. But I think the premise is, and don't get me wrong, or if I'm wrong, just correct me. But I think the premise of emotional control, people with high levels of emotional control, are people who are able to do things despite how they feel, and they don't show it. And I think my son lately has been dealing with his behavioral issues with his emotion control. He has low levels of emotion control. So like, if he doesn't like something, he'll let you know, and he'll show it on his face. A lot of children have this, but how do we develop that in their kids? And the problem is I haven't finished the book. I haven't, read the rest of it, but the question that I have to ask is that a good thing? Are we developing something that's good, having high levels of emotion control? Or should there be like a medium balance between it? Should you be able to be authentic at some point and say, listen, I can't do that? Or do you always express those high levels of emotional control, which nobody will ever gauge where you are and how you feel based on a conversation with you? So I think that's a good stopping place. So remember, make real change, make change real. Process is beautiful. Empower your mentality to make real change. My name is Michael. I love you. Peace.